My name is Daho. I'm a visual artist. I studied at the Yaba College of Technology and I trained as a sculptor. But these days I've been practicing more with mixed media arts, and my primary material has been newspaper and film cartridges. Paper is basically a primary material that's visible in my works. I have been experimenting with newspaper, and it's not been recent. It's actually been from the very beginning of my career, of my practice as an artist. It is a material that I was drawn to right after I left school. I think I was really drawn to its ability to change form from being this very flexible and soft material, and also having the ability to be used as the material for sculpture as well. So I guess that's why I really love to experiment with it. There is the different ways it can be used is something that I keep exploring as a material, as a surface to draw on, and also as a material that can be turned into paper sculptures as well. The ideas I come up with are not so distant from my own reality as a person. The ideas I've worked with over the past few years have basically focused on women. I'm a woman myself, and I'm able to relate with issues surrounding women because this is something that is consistent with who I am. And as well as Lagos in itself. I've lived in Lagos all my life, and it is a place where just moving from place to place, and the people in Lagos are enough inspiration to the ideas and the concepts that come up in my work. But most recently, for the exhibition I had last year, Evolution was more personal, and it looked at my family history, especially my grandparents. And so yes, the ideas and concepts haven't been so far from my own life. They are really a part of my everyday life. Evolution is a project that's began about 2 years ago, and it began with this question, or as a result of this question, is this your hair? This is a question I get all the time, even from place to place. I'm sure you asked me the same question when I got here. I get this question every single day, and I think I decided at a point that maybe it's a question that could lead me to something. It's a journey that I could start in searching for the origin of this hair. And I've always known growing up that my hair came from my grandparents or my grandmother, but where she's from is kind of bleak, and the story behind her life, or the birth of my father, is not. It's a story that isn't very clear. So I guess this is where I began the journey of evolution, of trying to, rediscover who she was and where she was from, and kind of trying to subsume her into our family history, because she's almost non-existent anymore. But beyond that, as the project began and continued, it moved beyond looking for this person and more about searching for myself and like comparing my own life with this woman and trying to see, the things, or I don't want to say mistakes, but rather trying to exist consciously, in trying to, because if you look at the exhibition, there's a repetition of my face that's seen in all the works. So it's almost like trying to create a memory of myself. So it's like me reacting to her situation of someone disappearing, and me trying to exist, consciously, conscious, effort to exist, through creating a memory of myself, and also exploring family history and archiving, and the importance of that in the future and the long run. The challenges I face as an artist and also a female artist, because also it's quite different from just being an artist. So I'm going to speak from being a female artist in Nigeria. Well, first of all, it's not easy being an artist in the very first place, because art is something that is only, a lot of people have not yet gotten accustomed to art and, going to see exhibitions. At least that's the first thing, just going to see an exhibition. Then we can move on to whether you choose to acquire an artwork or not. But it is something that's definitely improving. There's suddenly this new interest in African art, and Nigeria does have a lot of upcoming and very interesting young artists, and of which there's a lot of international, attraction to collect art from Nigerian artists. So I think we're in a good time. The art scene is very private. We don't have so many or very little to no government support. So most of the things that we do is self-funded. It is very challenging, but being consistent has always paid off. Well, my advice to anyone who wants to practice art is you must love art. You need to be consistent and you need to learn perseverance. It isn't a practice where you sow today and it grows tomorrow. You sow today and it grows in like 5 years. So you need a lot of patience. Patience is a virtue that you need to practice art. I think that's the primary thing. Love what you do and be patient and watch it grow.